Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. I am coming back at you guys today with another fall inspired makeup look. The weather is officially changing where I live and I'm so excited. We went from really hot to now we are rainy and cold, and I have the sweaters out, the long sleeves. I turned my fireplace on at home, which is giving me all the cozy vibes. So I really felt inspired today to do something that's warm and smoky. I would love for you guys to stick around. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I would really appreciate any help you guys can give in growing my channel. And with that being said, let's just go ahead and jump right in. I'm actually gonna start today with the eyes because as I was going through my eyeshadow palettes, I found one that I have not used in a hot minute. So I wanted to pull it back out. And again, I looked at the colors and it just was fall to me. So I wanted to get it out and play with it again. So we are going to be using this one from Profusion. This is the Siennas palette, and the colors in here are just so pretty for fall. So I really wanted to play with this one again and see what we can create. So like I said, we're going to start with the eyes, and to prep the eyes today, I'm going to go in with some concealer. I'm going to use this one from L'Oreal. This is the Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I'm just going to put the tiniest little bit on my eyelids. Then I'm just going to blend that out. I mentioned to you guys before that the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation is my favorite right now, and the concealer is really nice as well. I just want to cover up the veins and stuff in my eyelid so that we have a nice even base for our eyeshadow. I am going to take that same brush. I'm just going to add a little bit of powder to the eyelids. And I'm just using this translucent powder from Lottie London just to set that so we don't get any creasing. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna go in with this palette from Profusion. This is a brand you can find at Walmart. And these palettes are ridiculously affordable. This one comes with 21 shades, and it also came with a brush, which I'm gonna be using in today's video. And I think it was around $12 or $15. And the quality of these shadows is super nice. They blend out really easily. They are really pigmented, and I absolutely love their eyeshadow palettes. They have a lot of different options to choose from, so check them out. I want to start with the darker warm shade to cover just the whole entire lid. So I'm going to go with this shade here, which is called Groovy. It's just a really warm kind of chocolate brown. And if I remember right, these shadows do have some fallout, so that's why I wanted to go in first with the eyeshadow. I'm just gonna pack that all over the lid, and look how pigmented these are. Again, I'm telling you, they're so affordable and are such great quality eyeshadow palettes. The pigment in this is so nice. We're gonna make this a fairly easy eyeshadow look today. So next I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna start to add lighter shades to kind of blend out the top and work our way up onto the eyelid. So I'm gonna go in with this shade here, which is called Cryptic. I'm just taking some of that on the Profusion brush that came in the palette, and I'm gonna start to work this just right above that brown shade and just start to blend this all out and blend the two colors together. It just starts to create a really pretty kind of ombre effect. And with most of my eyeshadow looks, I kind of like to bring it a little bit outside of the eye, just to give a little bit different shape to my eyes. Then I want to go in with one more shade above that. I'm going to take this one here, Oasis, which again is just a little bit lighter than the last one that we used. And I'm going to work that above that last color. I want to deepen that dark brown shade we used at the beginning a little bit more. So I'm just grabbing a little bit more of that and just packing that back on. And I'm just kind of sweeping it out on the outer corner as well. And I'm going to go back with that second shade we used one more time. think I want to pop a little bit of shimmer just in the middle of the eyelid. I'm kind of wanting to go with this shade here, which is called Conquest. Here's what that one looks like. It's a really pretty kind of muted gold. And I'm just gonna pop just a little bit on the center of the eye, just to give a little bit of shine. These shimmers do have a lot of fallout, so just be aware of that. But again, if you do your eyeshadow first before you do the rest of your face, you don't really have to worry about that. But these palettes are just so easy to work with. I'm gonna take that first brush we use and just lightly go over the edges of that. And there you guys have just a really easy smoky eye for fall, or for really any time of the year. So we will come back and finish off the eyes after we do our face. And for primer today, I'm gonna use this one from Tula Skincare. This is the Face Filter Blurring and Moisturizing Primer. This one to me has a really weird kind of consistency, but I think it does a nice job at blurring out the pores, and it does give nice moisture to the skin. The foundation I want to use today is this one from Wet n Wild. This is the Photofocus foundation in the shade Soft Beige. I'm pretty sure I've used this one before on my channel, but I like how easy it is to apply. And it gives a really nice finish to the skin. And again, it's from Wet n Wild, so it's really affordable. That foundation just gives such a nice natural glow to the skin, which I absolutely love. And I avoided the under eyes on purpose with foundation because next we're gonna go back in with the same concealer that we used to prime the eyes. Again, I don't like to go in with too much product under the eyes. Otherwise it starts looking heavy and cakey on me. I know that shade of concealer is a little bit light for me, but it will help once I go in with my number 7 powder, and that'll kind of work to even that back out and not be so bright on my under eyes. I'm gonna go in and do a little contouring around the face with my contour stick from Trestique. I'm just gonna blend this out with that same foundation brush. I want to go in with a little bit of cream blush, and I'm going to use this one from Milk Makeup. This is the Lip and Cheek Stick in the shade Werk. Here's what it looks like. I've used this one before. I like to just take a little bit on my finger, like so, and then I will just work to start tapping that on the cheeks. Then I'm gonna go in with a little liquid highlight. Don't forget to check the description box below for all the products that I used in this video. And I would love for you guys to check them out. Let me know if you pick anything up and if you like it. I love to hear from you guys that you are trying out new products. That makes me really excited. And I really hope you love them as much as I do. Okay, let's go in and finish off the eyes before we add powders to the rest of the face. We're gonna go back into the shade here, Groovy, which is the shade that we applied all over the lid. I'm gonna take that on this little tiny, I think this is this is a concealer brush, but I'm gonna use it just to start stamping out some of that eyeshadow on the lower lash line. I'm gonna take another brush. I'm gonna dip into this second shade, into the second shade we used here, which is Cryptic. I'm just gonna grab some of that on this little brush. And I'm gonna use this to go just below that brown shade. Just to kind of bring that down and blend it down so it doesn't look quite so harsh. I know I've told you guys in a previous video or in a few previous videos that it's really hard for me to get both of my eyes even when it comes to eyeshadow or eyeliner or anything like that. And the biggest reason for that is because if I'm looking straight at the camera, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this eye, my right eye, the skin above my eye hangs over more than it does on this eye. And so it hangs over more on the crease, which makes it harder to make things match because my eyes just don't match in general. So don't judge me when the eyeshadow looks a little bit different on each side. That is not something that I have mastered yet, but hopefully I can figure out how to get it to work for me. But I just wanted to share that because obviously nobody's face is perfect. We all have flaws. We all have things that we might not like about ourselves, but learning to embrace it and work with it is really all we can do. And so I hope you guys can learn to embrace your flaws and just work around them and still find things you can do to help you feel good about yourself. I'm gonna throw an eyeliner on the waterline, and I use this one in my Ipsy makeup try-on video. This is from the brand Araceli, and it is their Ojos Perfectos gel pencil eyeliner. Still, I'm sorry I'm butchering that name still. And this one's in the shade Sangria. I thought it would look really pretty with our eye look today. It's kind of a red autumn color. So we're just gonna throw this on the waterline. And I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it is giving a really pretty kind of shiny finish. I know you probably can't really tell on camera, but in person, it actually looks really pretty. And it's really pigmented and so creamy. I love this pencil. Okay, let's go ahead and do the brows. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim today. This is one of my favorite brow pencils. Okay, brows are filled in. I'm gonna go in and set them with the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. Okay, next up for bronzer, I'm gonna use this one from Fenty. This is the Stalker Bronzer in the shade Shady Biz. I really like this one because it is such a really kind of subtle bronzer. It's not as pigmented as some of the other ones that I own, and for me, it just gives a really soft warmth to the skin. And then for blush and highlight, I'm gonna dip back into this little duo that I got here from Ipsy this last month. And this is from Pacifica. This is the Glimmer Shimmer Highlighter and Blush. First, I'm gonna pop on some of this blush. And then I'm just gonna take a tiny bit of this highlighter and I'm just gonna pop it right just there on the top. I'm just gonna tap that out with my finger a little bit. I'm gonna add some just to the tip of the nose, and then we already got some there. I'm also gonna use this on the inner corners of the eye. Then to go in and set that, I'm gonna use this setting spray from Item Beauty. This is the One Hit Prime, Set, and Refresh Dewy Finish Face Mist. For lips, I'm gonna go in line with my Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in the shade Nude. It's getting so tiny at this point, but I love it so much, and I think it's gonna go really nicely with the lipstick that we're wearing today. And the lipstick I'm going to use today is from the brand Lauren Conrad. And this is the lipstick in the shade Shell. And here is what it looks like. Looks really pretty for fall as well. This is a matte lipstick, so I'm not going to go in with any gloss. And especially because we're looking really dewy on the face, I kind of wanted to keep the lip a little bit more matte. But I like this one because for a matte lipstick, it's actually really comfortable. And the shade is really pretty. All right, you guys, well, we are at the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this fall makeup look. Hopefully, if you guys want to create it, it's super easy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so I feel really dumb because I totally skipped out on mascara. This is the mascara I wanted to use today. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I knew I was missing something. Come on. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this real quick.